Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Notre Dame's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running inside, it's Richard. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Richard. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Into the end zone for 6.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Carr on play action. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Mobley. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got a little grass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in second and long. That was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Run in the red zone, it's Mobley. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Booster. Throwing, Carr. He's got it on the run. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. Notre Dame lines up quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up second and goal.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Richard. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. To adjust the pattern. Carr. Quick completion on the out. Made a defender miss. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the air, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Mobley. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Still on his feet. broken tackle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Beebe. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Richard. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Turns it loose. Snags it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Indiana. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Coming out with it, it's Perez. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Carr to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
When you can run routes like this big.
Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Finding some room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Throwing, Carr. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Got it in the middle. It's Preston. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Hoosiers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. Trying play action. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Aggies looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Going to the run to start this second half. Picks up the first down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He might want another play. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Carr. Caught over the middle. It's Perez. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the air again, Carr. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Mobley. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. In the red area, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Grabs it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that first down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets rid of it. He gets it in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. Got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air. It's Hoover. Makes a catch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Could be an alley. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab. It's Walton. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might be changing the route. Play action, Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on it. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Carr. Quickly to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Takes a hit as he fires. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Inside the 30. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Indiana! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. He'll bring it out. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
That's caught. It's Flanagan. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. No reason to panic when you see those. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Going for it all. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Last time this quarterback's 2nd pick in the fourth quarter. He's battling, he's fighting. They're obviously down in this game. He's trying to make it happen. Just some bad decisions here late. It looks like he's pressing.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Walton. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Here's Carr to throw. He's got him. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Walton. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Carr. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Throws it deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense.
There's a crease. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Oh, they're after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. It's on target and complete. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Play action, C.J. Carr. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Carr. Now improvising. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And they're not on the same page there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. C.J. Carr firing again. Moving out to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on third down, Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.